when you wake up in the morning, your brain is already hijacked. It's already filled with everything you're upset about, what you don't want to do, what you have to do, your stresses, your worries. Your mind is already grinding on the concerns of the day, and you haven't even gotten out of bed yet. And it doesn't actually have to be like that. You can reverse it in 3 or 4 minutes. And it all comes down to how your nervous systems work. We actually have 2 nervous systems. There's the one that deals with all the stress, and it's called the sympathetic nervous system. Now, this is a system that triggers your fight or flight response. It's built for dealing with immediate threats and short-term impulse decision making. Okay? So the sympathetic nervous system prioritizes speed and efficiency. And to get that speed, your brain takes intuitive shortcuts. So most of your actions happen automatically. You don't even have to think about them. There's no deep thought. There's no reflection. It's just reaction. Okay? So how does your brain manage to take all these high-speed shortcuts? By pulling from what it already believes is true. Old habits, old assumptions, old patterns, past experiences. This part of you is your autopilot. And your autopilot is going to dominate your decision making and your outcomes until you consciously override it. So you want to learn how to consciously override it, right? So now, let's be clear. The sympathetic nervous system is super important. It can literally save your life. But if you're always stuck in reaction mode and never break out of the cycle of constant stress and impulsive choices, you're gonna go a little crazy. You know, there's a reason why anxiety is such a big thing these days. We're always in stress mode. We never switch off. And our bodies are not meant to be in high alert all the time. It is exhausting. It's so bad for you. So I'm going to teach you a quick 3 to 4 minute exercise that's going to help you into a place where deep thinking, creativity, and emotional balance, they all come naturally. Okay, so this is through activating your parasympathetic nervous system. And here in this system, you're calm, you're centered. This is where your body heals and restores itself. And basically it generates or operates at its very best. Okay, and so here's the exercise. The moment you wake up, you're going to sit up in bed. Right? So you sit up in your bed because you do not want to stay lying down, because if you stay lying down, you're going to fall asleep. So don't look at your phone. If you do that, your sympathetic nervous system, the stress system, starts to take over, and off you are flying off on your day of panic and so forth. So instead, you want to take advantage of your brain's natural state of relaxation and receptivity, because you were just asleep. And in this moment, it is far, far easier to slip into a meditative state. So while sitting up, you're going to slowly count backwards from 100. You're going to take deep, slow breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. And the moment you start doing that, you're going to start to feel yourself relaxing. You know, and then with every descending number, I want you to relax your mind and relax your body. So taking that breath, feeling the tension leaving your brain. Taking that breath, letting the stress out of your shoulders. Those deep breaths are going to start to stimulate your vagus nerve. And I want you to feel the front of your spine, right? It's down the front of your body. So you feel that energy moving up and down the bottom of your spine. And I want you to start to try to connect to the sensations of your heart, the comfort of your heart. And when your energy is down in this space of your body, when you're centered, it feels really good. So now as you start your sympathetic nervous system, your autopilot, is going to be talking away, giving you suggestions, the usual stuff. It's going to be trying to grab your attention, okay? But the deeper you go, the more you calm, the quieter that chatter becomes. Because again, that chatter is part of the sympathetic nervous system. It's not part of the parasympathetic nervous system. So as you're moving into the parasympathetic nervous system, that's where that voice has no power. So keep counting down from 100. Keep relaxing. Keep stimulating the vagus nerve, because it's an actual part of your body. When you can feel it, and you feel the energy coming down the front of your spine, and you connect with your heart, it just moves you into a different kind of space. Okay, and your brain goes quiet, and you're in that place of beautiful calm. And once you get to 0, you stay there for about a minute. And down in this space, you connect with what matters to you. What do you want your day to be? I want you to try connecting to your purpose. What is it that matters to me in life? Why am I doing what I'm doing? What is it that I really care about? And if you're not sure what your purpose is, this is the perfect time to ponder what that might be. Then look through your day for opportunities to bring that purpose into reality. Now, at the end of this minute, you take a deep, energizing breath, and then you take immediate action towards your purpose. It can be anything. So it can be like 5-second action, 10-second action, whatever it is. What you're doing is you're using that power that you have in that state of calm, and you're solidifying it in your brain. You're creating this new neural pathway of being able to be in a space where the noise isn't bothering you, and you move in that calm space, and then you can see what your day can be and all the various options that you were blind to a moment ago, and then you want to solidify it by taking an action, okay? So what you'll find you do when you do this each morning is your day starts very powerfully. It starts with that calm, it starts with that clarity, and you're far more likely to actually follow through on what's important to you than you would otherwise. Now, this state does not last all day, but with practice it gets easier and easier. And soon you'll be able to just take a quick breath and relax and bring your energy down the spine and get in your state where you're not being yanked about and around by your autopilot. And you can just do it, boom, that fast, like just in a few seconds rather than, the few minutes. So what I want you to do is I want you to try this for 7 days. Remember, wake up in the morning, do it right away, see what happens, see what clarity comes from being in that space where you're not being pulled by your concerns. So once you've done it, practice for 7 days, and then, drop me a line at 5dailyrisks.com and tell me how it went. What did you discover? Were you able to get to a space of clarity? Were you getting stuck? Don't know. We can find out. And even if you were getting stuck, there is something that you're going to learn. You're going to learn what is getting in your way, what kind of concerns are dominating your thoughts. But I'm going to bet you, again, in that space, suddenly the world's not going to seem quite so horrifying. Okay? Now remember, it takes only 3 to 4 minutes. Do it every day for 7 days. Contact me, 5dailyrisks.com. Tell me how it went. And I am looking forward to hearing from you.